Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? For the ancient Egyptians, this wasn't just a question, it was the central focus of their entire civilization. They believed in a complex and fascinating journey to the afterlife, a world as real and vibrant as the one they lived in. So grab your torches and let's venture into the tombs and temples of ancient Egypt to uncover their secrets of eternity. At the heart of Egyptian belief was a pantheon of powerful gods, each with a crucial role in the cosmic order. There was Ra, the mighty sun god, who sailed across the sky each day, bringing light and life to the world. And when the sun set, it was believed he journeyed through the underworld, battling forces of chaos to be reborn at dawn. Then there's Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification, who guided souls on their path. And of course, Osiris, the king of the underworld. According to myth, he was betrayed by his brother Set, but was brought back to life by his wife Isis, becoming the ultimate judge of the dead and a symbol of resurrection. These weren't just stories, they were fundamental truths that shaped every aspect of Egyptian life. For the Egyptians, a person wasn't just a body. They believed each individual was made of several parts, including the ka and the ba. Think of the ka as your life force, a spiritual double that needed sustenance even after death. This is why tombs were filled with offerings of food and drink. The ba, often depicted as a human-headed bird, was your personality, your unique essence. It could travel between the world of the living and the tomb. The ultimate goal for the deceased was to reunite their ka and ba in the afterlife, to become an ark, an enlightened spirit, and live forever in the field of reeds, a heavenly paradise. But to make this journey, the body had to be preserved. This is where the incredible process of mummification comes in. It was a sacred, elaborate, and frankly, a pretty intense procedure. First, the internal organs, except for the heart, were removed. The heart was believed to be the center of intelligence and emotion, and it would be needed for judgment in the afterlife. The body was then dried out using a special salt called natron for about 40 days. After that, it was carefully wrapped in hundreds of yards of linen bandages, with protective amulets tucked between the layers. The entire process, lasting about 70 days, was a religious ritual designed to ensure the body would be a recognizable home for the soul for all eternity. So, you have your preserved body and your soul is ready to go. What's next? You'd need a map, a guide for the dangerous journey through the underworld. This guide was the Book of the Dead. It wasn't a single book, but a collection of spells, prayers, and instructions, often written on a papyrus scroll and placed in the coffin. These spells were crucial for overcoming terrifying demons, navigating treacherous landscapes, and passing the final judgment. The most famous part is the weighing of the heart ceremony. Here, the deceased's heart was weighed on a scale against the feather of Mat, the goddess of truth and justice. If your heart was heavy with bad deeds, it would be devoured by a monster named Amit, and your soul would cease to exist. But if it was as light as a feather, Osiris would welcome you into the eternal paradise. This entire belief system was upheld by a powerful priesthood who managed the grand temples that dotted the Egyptian landscape. These temples weren't just places of worship. They were considered the homes of the gods on earth. Priests performed daily rituals, maintained the god's statue, and managed the vast wealth of the temples. They were the intermediaries between humanity and the divine, holding immense authority and knowledge. Their rituals ensured the sun would rise, the Nile would flood, and the path to the afterlife would remain open for those who were worthy. From the pharaoh down to the common farmer, the promise of an eternal life, guided by the gods and secured by sacred rites, was the ultimate hope. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey back in time. If you enjoyed exploring the mysteries of ancient Egypt, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.